Hello everyone, my name is Kelly.
My name is Nam. I'm Kayla.
And this is our AAAS final project. So we went grocery shopping at Walmart and we're just gonna give you a little haul. So first we got a Fiji apple.
Second, we got pink salt. Third, we got cucumber.
And then we got a white vinegar.
Sesame oil. We also have carrots.
Soy sauce.
Ginger. Coconut cut.
Tenderloin.
Tenderloin.
And then we got pineapple slices in a can.
Vegetable oil. Potato starch.
A white onion.
Black pepper. Egg whites and
Our very important ingredient is the jajangmyeon. If you guys couldn't guess what we were making, we are making jajangmyeon and
tangsuyuk.
yeah, that whatever. Yeah, so that usually gets paired with jajangmyeon often, so that's why we decided to do it together. Let's get cooking.
Should we pour? Are you guys a pourer?
No, I'm a dipper. Comment
Comment
below. Comment below if you're pourer or dipper.
Cheers.
Cheers. Ah!
So why do we pick this dish?
First, it's Mom's favorite food, right? And then Kelly, she's a Chinese American, I'm a Korean American. So we thought that this dish would represent us all really well. Because Jajangmyeon is a Chinese dish, but this version is adapted by the Korean cuisine.
Jajangmyeon dates back to like 1905, and you can see a lot of cultural diffusion through this dish because its origin is not only from Korea, but it's also from China. But I know in China, the jajangmyeon dish is a little more different. I know that it's not made exactly the same, but it's also called jajangmyeon. And in most restaurants who serve these dishes, they call it a Korean Chinese restaurant instead of just a Korean restaurant. In class we learned how kimchi was imported to China and out of China. So there's like a lot of Chinese and Korean influence with each other.
The Tangsuyuk is also a Korean Chinese dish that we use, often described in English as like sweet and sour pork. The Tangsuyuk is so much more than the syrupy stuff served at Americanized Chinese takeout joints. It is a dish that was first made by Chinese merchants in the port city of Incheon, where the majority of the ethnic Chinese population in contemporary South Korea live. In this Korean Chinese version, based on the tempura from Shandong, the morsel of pork get a coating of crunchy yet tender crust that forms from double frying potato or corn.
Interesting.
Ooh!
Whoa! We chose the Tangsuyuk recipe that Manchi, a very popular YouTuber, put out, and we chose her because she's very reputable. She has definitely made a huge impact on like the Korean food craze. Right now, I think she almost has like 6 million.
Yeah, whenever I want to like make a Korean dish, I always like search up the dish, and she's like the first YouTuber suggestion that pops up.
I think people really fall in love with her personality because she's like so energetic and like she's really sweet and really cute.
And she's like a Korean mom, like who's not gonna trust her recipes, you know?
And obviously, by following her Tangsuyuk recipe, it's so good. She's trustworthy.
And she makes the dishes really easy for everyone to follow. Like, I don't really cook that much, but this dish was actually really easy to follow. It didn't require too many ingredients, and the directions weren't hard to follow at all because she writes it out in her blog and she posted a YouTube video about it.
Like initially, we wanted to like pick a dish that we thought would like be challenging because I never see my parents like make this, so I'm always assuming that it was like hard.
Yeah.
She definitely made it easier.
Me and my Korean friends, I go over to their house to eat very often, but they never make this dish, and I asked like why, and they said that it's more of a like a going out to the restaurant to eat this. Is that true? Yeah.
Well, at least for my family, yeah. We never.
I think maybe it's like, yeah, because for their family it was like that too. I guess it's just, I don't know.
Yeah, now think about it, it's like easy to make, so why are we making it?
I don't know. There are some ingredients that weren't readily available in Binghamton, so we just didn't really add it to the dish. And we searched up other recipes and they didn't require it, so we didn't think it was unnecessary. So one of the ingredients was like wood ear mushroom. I don't think Walmart or like Wise would like sell it. So we just took it out from the recipe and it still tastes fine, it tastes normal.
We also didn't have sugar, so I used honey powder instead, and it still turned out really sweet and good.
We did have sugar, we just used like the Dunkin' packets.
Oh, yeah.
But whatever we needed more of, we just used the honey.
Oh, we also have trouble finding the potato starch, so like we hopped around from like Walmart to Waze and finally found it after a long time.
I didn't know potato starch was so hard to find. Like, I didn't know it was like a
I feel like I usually see it though.
ingredient. Yeah?
I don't know, maybe
In Walmart?
Oh, maybe at Walmart, maybe they don't have it. But I always see it in like other stores, like back at home. Maybe it's Binghamton.
Yeah, I think it's just Binghamton because I don't think people like here cook with it often. So this is like a pretty popular dish in Korea, right?
I feel like it is, like, not like the most popular, but people definitely like crave it. I definitely crave it.
So I know that there was like a growing population of Muslims in Korea. How do you think like this impacted
Oh
their
yeah.
relationships?
I do understand that Muslim community probably feel very excluded when it comes to these things. So people, I definitely think people do favor the pork ones, but at a lot of restaurants they do like offer chicken and beef. So
I think I've had this, but like shrimp version, like back in home,
it's
like
called-
Queens.
it's like a different version.
Mhm.
It's called dumpling.
Yeah. So I guess there's like a lot of alternatives that people can use. But maybe if they don't feel comfortable in like a restaurant that cooks pork. Great business idea if Korea's listening. You know, create a restaurant where it doesn't only include pork but has like halal options for Muslims. But just for this dish, this area of expertise.
So, where's you guys' favorite restaurant for this dish? Just like, do you have a place in mind?
I know both. I know places in Jersey to get jajangmyeon and places in
Okay, then put us on to both.
Okay. So for me, Jersey, if you're in like North Jersey near like Coaster, I know there's this jajangmyeon place that actually has green noodles.
Ooh.
I'm not completely sure like why, but I'm pretty sure it's because they use a different like ingredient to make the noodles.
Okay, so my favorite place in Queens is actually in Bayside. If you know where like Northern Boulevard and like a little bit of like Bell kind of intersect, there's like this restaurant with like a green awning and it's like right next to Coco's. That's like my favorite jajangmyeon place. Like if we're gonna insert a picture right here. Yeah, so that one. I don't know. I guess it was the first one I've ever been to, but it's like my favorite one that I've ever been to.
Really? No, that's
Oh.
the one I don't like the most.
Really? Why?
Their soup is a little watered down and they give you so much cucumber.
I like cucumbers. Maybe that's why, but that's my favorite one. I don't
I know
know.
what you're talking about though. I thought you were gonna talk about the one that I actually like. Like the it's called jajang. You know Bean Square?
Mhm.
It's the one right next to it. Yeah. Have you been to Queens now?
Actually, I've never been to like an authentic restaurant that made like jajangmyeon and like tangsuyuk. So like back in my country, which is Vietnam, which is like me and my friend just like bought like instant pack like this and like made it and, like yeah.
Okay, if you ever come to Queens, we'll take you. We'll take you.
I'll
Oh,
take you to both.
yeah, we never actually told you guys how we met. I met Kayla through this club called CASA, which is the Korean American Student Association. So we were both the pub chairs, so we had to work together to make graphics. So I knew Kayla since my sophomore year, and then we didn't know both of us were taking this class. So when I saw her name on the Brightspace and the like it had the class list, I was like, oh my god, Kayla's in this class. So I hit her up, and I found out that we had to do this final project, and I met Nam through Kayla. So Kayla, you.
I met Nam through another VSA, which is the Vietnamese Student Association. She's our intern.
Yeah, so like as an international student, like I have like trouble finding friends. So like I think about like joining a group that has like a share the same interest, which is like in Vietnamese culture. And I joined the VSA, and I met Kayla there.
Eventually Kelly.
Yeah. So then we were just like, we should just make a group together.
Do you guys remember like the first time you had jajangmyeon or tangsuyuk?
Yeah. So I don't know why, but I remember this memory so vividly. It was me and my friend named Ivy, and it was like right before we were gonna go to the beach. We went to the green awning place next to Coco's, and we ordered jajangmyeon. And she ordered the one that split. It was like jajangmyeon and then the seafood noodle soup. Yeah, and we were just eating, and then after we just went to the beach and watched the sunset. So maybe that was like such a like it was such a like
Nostalgic?
yeah, nostalgic, like good memory. So maybe that's why I associate it to be like one of my favorite places, and I always go back there to eat it as well. And I remember first, like I've never heard of it in my entire life. She was the one who actually introduced me to this dish, and we ordered both. We ordered the tangsuyuk and the jajangmyeon. So then I don't know, it was just really foreign to me, and I didn't expect the jajangmyeon to be as sweet as it was. because I feel like for most Chinese dishes, it's more savory. So it had like this sweetness to it that I really liked. Yeah, or unexpected flavor. Yeah.
Oh. For me, I used to live in like central Jersey where it's like there are no Asians at all. So we didn't have like any Asian restaurants or anything. So like when my parents would like visit like North Jersey, like visiting friends, they would always like bring it back because it would be like a little treat, like something that's like long distance. So yeah, that's like, I don't really remember the first time, but that was like how I got introduced to it.
Well, to me, like thanks to this final project, I get to eat like the Tangsuyuk for the first time. Kayla introduced it to me, and she was like, when I told her that my favorite dish was Jajangmyeon, and she asked me if I know the Tangsuyuk, and I was like, no, and like she was like, you should try it. Let's do it together, and yeah.
So we made it together.
Yeah.
And I know usually when I'm at like one of these Korean Chinese restaurants where Jajangmyeon and like that specializes in these dishes, they usually have like side dishes of like kimchi, white onion, and like the yellow radish, right?
Tamuji,
Yeah. We don't really have that right now because once again we're in Binghamton.
Yeah, and we're also students, so we're like we don't have a lot of money.
We're trying to ball on a budget.
Yeah. Like, I would say that Tangsuyuk, like this one, is relatively expensive, like in a restaurant.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it like ranges from like $20
to $30, right? Yeah.
So making it like at home is definitely a lot cheaper, and I feel like it tastes
Not too bad. Not bad for the first time.
MSG free.
Oh my goodness, I have MSG.
No, we're good. We're good. We don't
I
need
should
it.
put it in there.
Pretty yum.
Like when we were talking about the kimchi thing, it kind of reminded me, cause like in class they were like talking about how like when Chinese made like kimchi, like Korea advertised it as like being cheap and like low quality or whatever.
Yeah.
So it kind of reminded me like, was Korea trying to make this judgment to like one up China or something? Like that's so bad. But I'm like, what? Like maybe it's related. Maybe it's just because we had that class like yesterday.
Yeah.
And like it's like fresh in my head. But like maybe because I actually lived in China for like a bit.
Oh, me too. Me too.
Yeah.
When I was like younger.
Do you remember eating jajangmyeon?
No, I actually don't eat the Chinese version very often as well.
So I'm like
Yeah.
wondering like, it's so popular in Korea, but I never hear it like
In China?
Yeah, in China.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, some restaurants definitely serve it. I've seen it on the menu, but I've never been like inclined to try it. Like I went to Cali, like LA, over the summer, and I went to Din Tai Fun, and they served like variations of it.
Really?
You know, there's like a lot of variations of like where we just have like noodles, and then we just have like some type of like meat mixture like slapped on top of it.
Oh.
Yeah. So maybe those overpower the jajangmyeon, since Korea already kind of like, I guess, took their claim on it. You know what I mean? So yeah.
I do really like Chinese food, like authentic Chinese food.
I'm not a big fan.
Really?
Yeah, I feel like I've just eaten it too often to the point where it's like, it's like whatever. It's like nothing special. Yeah. I really like Viet food though.
Really, what's your favorite Korean dish?
Oh my god. Bom boy.
Yeah.
Yo, I
really
tried this for
good.
the first time, like over spring break when I went to San Fran. They have really good Viet food there.
What is it? What's wrong?
I think it's like spicy pho.
Oh.
Well,
Not really.
Yeah, not really, but like to make it like too easy to imagine.
Oh.
Spicy.
And it has weirder ingredients.
Like, what's it?
There's like pork blood. Yeah. So I don't know a lot of like pho restaurants back in the city that actually serve it. Yeah, I don't know why. Because it's really good. Maybe because I know in New York City there's lesser of a population of Viet people. And I know in Cali there's like a larger population. Yeah, so maybe that's why.
So have you guys tried the new food restaurant that just opened here?
Yeah, I did. It's very like meh.
Phenomenal?
Yeah, but maybe it was like a bad day, so their soup wasn't like out of this world. But
I heard that.
yeah, so just my experience. Maybe I'm just like too harsh of a critic in comparing it to like New York City food when like my standard for being low.
I heard that was because like pho has to be like oiled for a really, really long time. So like if like because they've been like booked all like week long, they have to like last minute like make some other stuff.
Probably right.
Yeah, probably. So what do you guys think of the class so far? It's still like March, still time, but we spent a lot of time in class.
I just got really excited about this final project. It's like nothing that I've ever done before. And like this class itself is really interesting because I don't think a lot of other schools offer it.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
I've heard of it. But how did you guys find out about this class?
I needed an upper level non-management class because for like my degree, because I'm an SOM, and I was looking through like all of the subjects that I might be interested in, and then I found this class, and it's not an upper level, but I was still really interested. Like I love food, so I was like really interested in this class, so I just took it instead of taking another upper level class. Because I thought like I would gain more from a class that I would actually enjoy than just taking it to complete my degree when I still have like another year at Binghamton.
I think I found out about the class from like the class group chat. I like asked like, does anyone know any like fun classes? Because like, or just was looking for just more credits and stuff. And I think Esther, she was like it. And she was like, it's really fun, you should do it. And like the professor is really nice.
For me, I was trying to find a class that fulfilled my gen ed, and at that time, this class was full, and like it was really interesting to me. I think it's really interesting, and like I emailed the professor to ask if he can like override it, and he said that no, and like I had to wait till someone to drop the class, and unfortunately, someone did drop the class, and I like emailed the professor right away to add me in this class.
I think this class is kind of like a secret treasure. I don't think a lot of people know about it. So it's not like, oh, you take this class? Oh, you take this class? It's kind of like, oh, what is this class? Like, tell me more about it. Like, every time I tell someone about it, they don't know about it, you know? So it was kind of nice. And it makes me special. It makes me feel special.
Like at restaurants, they have like I think an option where you can like have pumpkin fried in like sweet glutinous like rice flour or something. Yeah, that's super
Maybe
good.
it's like a healthier alternative. Or does it taste different?
I think it's sweeter. It's like yeah, rice cake. It's like kind of having like rice cake in there sort of. Like a very good maybe layer.
Where do they do that?
Do it in Bayside. They do it at my favorite.
Oh, okay. Okay, I guess I have to visit now.
What's your favorite thing about this dish?
I like the pork.
Oh really? I feel like I always fight for the pineapple. Like whenever like my family orders it, I'm like
During break, like I live with my uncle's house, uncles and aunts. They live in Queens too.
Oh.
so you're like from Queens.
Yeah, well, from Queens, but not really.
So do you go back every like summer break?
Yeah, I think so. I want to.
Why'd you choose Binghamton out of everything?
So here's another thing. Like I'm in a USD season. Like I was born here, so like my parents want me to study here so that I don't waste that season. And also it's also like more convenient if I'm here, then like it's easier for my sister and like even my parents if like they want to leave here when they're old.
Oh my god, I didn't know that.
Yeah, me neither. Oh, do we need a closing?
Oh yeah. So thank you so much for tuning in to our mukbang. I don't know if we were interesting, but I hope we were. But yeah, I finished my bowl.
I did not.
She's working on it. She's working on it. So this is pretty good. We almost finished it. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Bye.
Bye. Are you okay?
Why does it look like that?
It's literally like that.